Partygoers are smiling. Yellow humanoid horrors that want you to smile forever by force. Okay. Imagine if Chuck E. Cheese's animatronic squad snorted bath salts, read Nietzsche, and decided birthdays were mandatory. That's the Partygoers. They look like happy humanoid smiley faces wrapped in caution tape, dipped in melted banana pudding. But don't let that cheerful facade lull you. These things are full-blown psychological warfare in skin suits. Here's the kicker, they don't kill you. Not right away. That would be too merciful. No, first they trick you. They lure you with music, not just any music either. It's warped carnival ambience, like if a haunted xylophone played Happy Birthday on loop after a decade of meth addiction. And once they have you, they turn you into one of them. No screaming, no blood, just balloons and cake. And your body liquefying into something that smiles too much. A partygoer isn't an enemy, it's a death cult in a mascot suit. They force celebration until you break, until your skin peels away like soggy gift wrap, and your soul throws in the towel. There's even speculation they don't eat you. They just change you. That's somehow worse, right? I mean, at least if you were dead, there's closure. But instead, your body becomes a host. You are the party now. Oh, and if you ever hear, come join the fun. In a hallway with balloons floating for no reason, run. Don't investigate. Don't blink. Just run until your lungs explode or until you're not you anymore. Hound is what happens when a dog loses its skin, its mind, and all sense of mercy. You ever meet a dog so mangled, so biologically offensive, it rewires your survival instincts into screaming static? That's a hound. It doesn't bark. It doesn't whimper. It screeches a screech that peels paint off concrete and turns knees into pudding. It was human once. Yeah, wrap your brain around that horror sausage. A human twisted and torqued and snapped into a quadruped that's all teeth, tendons, and permanent berserker mode. That's not transformation. That's violation on a molecular level. Their bones, misaligned. Their eyes, gone. Just empty sockets dripping regret. You don't pet this thing. You don't even look at it for long, unless your idea of fun is having your ribs rearranged like IKEA furniture in a hurricane. What's worse, they hunt sound. And you, poor meat sponge, you breathe like a sinner. You exist, and that is enough to make it sprint toward you with 47 limbs and zero concept of personal space. It doesn't eat for nourishment. It eats for revenge. You don't just die. You get shredded like a tax document at Enron. And if it gets tired, no, it doesn't. Because what kind of cosmic joke needs rest when all it wants is your final scream? You want to survive? Crawl. Stay quiet. Hold your breath until your organs beg for oxygen. Because in the backrooms, breathing is a luxury. And this dog, it wants your last. Smilers are glowing eyes and a grin, nothing else. And that's all it takes to ruin you. You ever stare into darkness and feel like something is staring back? That cold pressure on your spine, the skin-crawling certainty that you're no longer alone? Yeah, that's not paranoia. That's a smiler warming up. You don't see its face, just the smile. A full Joker grin, floating in black, wide and gleaming like it's been polished with bone dust. Then eyes. Two shining pinpricks that glow like Satan's flashlights. That's it. No body. No limbs. Nothing else. The horror is incomplete and still manages to be more terrifying than most complete things. And the worst part, it doesn't even move. It waits, watches, smiling, as if it knows something about you that even you forgot. A trauma you buried, a memory you scrubbed clean, and it's smiling because it's about to bring it all back on loop. Some say the smile gets bigger the more you fear it, that your heartbeat is its dinner bell, that your mind starts cracking just from trying to look at it too long. One guy stared at a smiler for 30 seconds, eyes bled, laughed himself into a seizure, body still missing, only thing left, a handprint in his blood shaped like a grin. They live in the shadows between the walls, the places light refuses to touch. If you ever walk into a hallway and the fluorescent lights start flickering like they re-arguing with God, don't look forward. Don't ever look forward. You're being smiled at, and you're already losing. Deathmoths are oversized mutant moths that breathe napalm and fly like God made a mistake. Let's talk about wings. Big ones. Too big. Wings that sound like a riot of leather belts slapping the walls of a padded cell. Deathmoths don't flap. They slam through air like they're punishing physics for letting them exist. Each one is the size of a Great Dane on steroids, covered in fur that looks like it grew in a nuclear swamp. They live on level 5, and they hate light. That's right. Literal flaming creatures that hate light. The irony is exquisite. These things get agitated when you turn on your flashlight. Not buzzing around a bulb, agitated. More like screech attack set you on fire, agitated. And yes, I said fire. Deathmoths spit fire. Not metaphorically. Not, wow, that's hot. No, literal biochemical flame jets from their mouths, like they're auditioning for the next Mad Max film. They don't bite, they ignite. And if you're thinking, oh, I'll just sneak past them, good luck. They smell fear, taste sweat, and their antennae can detect motion from 3 rooms away. The female ones, bigger, stronger, and if you kill one of them, you've basically RSVP'd to your own cremation. So here's your 3-step survival guide. Don't run. Don't light anything. Don't exist loudly. Because to a deathmoth, you are one thing and one thing only, a marshmallow with legs. Skin stealers wear human skin like a party costume that doesn't quite fit, and you might be next. First, picture a mannequin now, dip it in raw ground beef, give it the motor skills of a drunk spider, and program it to want to be you. Not admire you, not hate you, just become you. That's the skin stealer. It's not a predator, it's a cosplayer from hell. They lurk in level 1, mostly. And if you see someone in the distance waving at you, walking weirdly stiff, maybe twitching a little too much, that's not Jerry from accounting. That's a skin stealer who just slipped into Jerry's epidermis like a meat wetsuit. They don't kill cleanly. Oh no. They peel, carefully, surgically, like they're saving your dermis for a scrapbook. Then they drape it over themselves and wear it like a thrifted hoodie. No understanding of proportions, language, or behavior, just a twisted echo of what you used to be. A puppet of your former life. Ever seen someone try to smile with someone else's face? The muscles are wrong. The eyes are vacant. The teeth show at the wrong time. It's like watching someone try to act human without knowing what a human even is. Oh, and their disguise? It doesn't rot right away. For a few hours, they can pass. Which means that survivor you're walking with, that companion who hasn't said much lately, who smells oddly metallic, that's not your friend. That's your skin walking next to you. The windows don't open, they don't close, they just watch. And then, if you're not careful, they take. Look, you'd think a window in the Backrooms is a miracle, right? A way out, light, hope, maybe even a glimpse of the real world. Wrong. So violently wrong. The moment you see a window here, assume it's bait. The windows look normal at first. White frames. Black panes. Sometimes there's a vague shape behind them, a silhouette. Could be a person. Could be a reflection. Could be God taking notes. You lean in, squint. Maybe you think you hear someone whispering your name, and then it opens. Not physically, no. You don't see a latch. You don't feel wind. The pane is still shut. But suddenly, you're being dragged forward. Like your spine is magnetic. Like your soul wants to leave without you. And behind that glass, something that looks almost human, almost friendly. It's smiling, waving, then you're gone. No one knows where the windows take people. Some say another level. Some say another dimension. Others, They say those taken through the windows don't leave the building. They just become the next figure behind the glass. Trapped, watching forever. Oh, and the worst part, some windows follow you. You'll turn a corner and see the same damn frame. Same silhouette. Closer now. Closer. Don't make eye contact. Don't get curious. Don't try to be brave. Because once they see you looking, they want you. Wretches are what happens when survivors stay too long and their minds rot before their bodies do. Oh, these aren't entities that snuck in from some demonic plane. These used to be people, explorers, wanderers, maybe even heroes. But the Backrooms don't take care who you were. They care how long you can last before everything that made you gets eaten alive by hunger, paranoia, and absolute silence. See, starvation here isn't just physical. The air is wrong. The sound never changes. Fluorescent lights flicker at the same rhythm forever, like a metronome for madness. Some crack on day 3, others take months. But eventually, they all snap, and when they do, they turn into wretches. They're not monsters, not really. Not at first. They're just shadows of former selves, hunched over, twitching, eyes so wide you'd think they'd seen God's actual voicemail, clothes torn, skin pale and wet like moldy bread. And they move fast, horribly fast, but only after they watch you for a while. The wretches don't speak, but you'll hear them. Chattering teeth, labored breathing, a strange, wet sound, like someone chewing glass underwater. They don't want to hurt you, not because they're kind, but because they've forgotten what want even means. They just act. Some crawl, some limp, some sprint toward you like they just remembered rage. And the worst ones, they whisper, fragments of sentences, things they heard before they broke. ... can't go home, ... still hungry, ... have followed the lights. And if you try to help, if you reach out, they scream, not because they hate you, but because you reminded them they were once like you. And now they'll do anything to make sure you end up like them. Entity 3 is the faceling. No face, no soul. Just a blank slate where a human used to be, and that emptiness is contagious. Facelings aren't flashy. They don't roar. They don't tear things apart. In fact, their greatest power is apathy. A complete void of expression, identity, or even acknowledgement that you exist. It's like staring at a mannequin that somehow breathes. Just smooth skin, no eyes, no nose, no mouth. They wear human clothes, wander in groups. Some look like children. Others, office workers, just walking, existing, drifting through levels like ghosts that forgot how to haunt. They don't attack, not unless you interrupt them. Then you'll learn what terror feels like. They don't fight with claws. They drain meaning. Ever felt your sense of self evaporate because someone looked right through you? Multiply that by 1,000 and add a migraine that smells like ammonia. That's being near a faceling. Your memories blur. Your heartbeat slows. You forget what your mother's voice sounded like. You forget your name. Some say if you stare too long, your face starts to go too. Slowly, imperceptibly, the lines blur, the features fade. Like your flesh is giving up on being unique. That's not just body horror, it's identity collapse. And that's the secret. Facelings aren't hunting you. They're inviting you to blend in, to join the nothing. Because here in the backrooms where meaning is poison and the walls hum with decay, being a faceling might be the most merciful thing that can happen to you.